So, just got the Google Pixel. Um, Basically Friday evening, so really didn't fuck with it until yesterday. Spent most of the day just trying to get our old phones turned off, the new phones turned on, and I figured I'd shoot just a short little video because the huge selling point of this camera or this phone is the camera. So, anyways, this is shot with the Google Pixel 5.
On Zombie Apocalypse.
So, welcome to another episode of Moist Nougat. As you can see, doing a little bit of a different angle this time. Flipped around, that's my workstation back there. And the little video in the beginning, yes, I got my new Google Pixel 5. I'm digging it so far. Basically, a day and a half. And I really like the phone. Gonna take a little getting used to the Android. I've been an iPhone guy for 12, 13 years at least, probably. I think my first iPhone was iPhone 4. So it's been a while since I've used an Android phone. But this is a little bit closer to an iPhone than like some of the other Android phones are. They don't put a shit ton of bloatware on there. So I'm kind of digging the new phone. It's been like, we had iPhone 7s, and I think we got them when we moved back from Texas. So we've had them for like 4.5 years. And they were basically they were starting to crap out. So we had to switch carriers in order to afford new phones. So hopefully that works out. But I also got another nifty little thing. I got the PodTrack P4, and I've tested it out a little bit yesterday, last night, and today. I got my cable so I could hook up the phone to it, because this thing actually has like a mix minus built into it, and then also you can just plug your phone into it with a TRS cable and have somebody call in. So, and I've been wanting to be able to do that for years. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get anybody to call in or not, but so my dad and I are hopefully gonna start the podcast that we've been talking about doing we did one when I was in Texas, and that was basically it. So it's been, Christ, over 4 years. So let's shit or get off the fucking pot. Let's do this thing. We can do it with that. I didn't need that to be able to do a podcast. I've got other things. That was not something I absolutely had to have. The main thing with that is because you can take in a phone call. So I thought, it'd be cool to be able to have somebody call in and be part of the podcast. At some point in time, even if it's somebody calls in for 5 minutes or whatever. Just tired of not doing any of the things I enjoy doing. And because of this pandemic, and just everybody being in their own places all the time, in their own headspaces all the time, just haven't gotten anything off the ground. That's why I'm doing this. Because you know what? I know it's just me shooting off at the mouth. But you know what? I'm doing something. It's instead of sitting in front of the TV. Because when I'm done with this, I have to edit it and all that. So it gives me something to do. And so it's not like, no, I'm not out doing exciting things. There's so much shit on YouTube that why would you want to watch me? I get it. It's not for you, it's for me. Because I have to be doing something. Not a whole lot going on since the last one, other than we have a water leak between the meter and the house somewhere. I may have already talked about this in the last episode. And it's been over a week, so I figured it was time to do something. But yeah, the water main, or the water leak, cost us on my water bill. It was close to being double what it normally is, and that's how we discovered it. So, called the management company, and so hopefully they take care of it, because I'm not paying, $100 for water when I should only be paying like $25 for water. So we'll see how that all works out next week. And of course I got to turn my old phones in, and I'm supposed to get $100 for each phone plus another $30 or $40, whatever they determine the phones are worth at this point in time. So that should lower my bill. So, other than that, I'm just excited to get this podcast going. And again, that's just probably going to be my dad and I, chewing the fat. I did come up with a really cool podcast idea, or just an idea, but it's going to require some work. So we're going to work on that one while we do the just the off the cuff. It's gonna be Moist Nougat. It's just gonna be a partner to the YouTube channel, and he and I are still gonna do a little. We might do the split screen, and I'll just put like 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever of us doing the podcast together in there, and then until this pandemic's over, we can't do a whole lot. We just can't. But I've gone on and on and on and on about all that. But I wanted to do something. I wanted to turn around, and so you could see put the shelf up a couple weeks ago. Kind of digging that. The screen's up on the shelf now. Gives me a little more desk space to work with. So I'm pretty happy with it. But on that note, I'm going to call it quits, because you're tired of listening to me and I'm tired of talking. So thanks for listening. I'm the Kid, and this is Moist Nougat.
Zombie Apocalypse.